Hello everyone, this is Jerry and welcome back to part 9 of this mini-series for ESO. Today we will be working on freeing Edyar's packmates and hopefully finding Fennorian, or Fen as Lyris likes to call him. Let's get to it by talking to Brayfried? I hope I'm saying that right.
That scent. Why do you smell like Edyar?
Edyar sent me. Are you one of his packmates?
Edyar sent you. Then he made it. He's alive. That's wonderful news. Exarch Singalis experimented on me. I blacked out, but they thought I was dead. They tossed me out of the tower. Barely managed to crawl to this spot.
Oh, where's the rest of your pack?
Still at the camp. To the north. Hamild, Myrtilda, and Thevin. Save them before Singalis finishes them off. Just come back, all right? I don't think I can make it on my own.
Edyar is on his way. I'll be back with the rest of your pack. Oh, these vampires, I swear. Fun lot. There's a harrow storm up there. Let's see. Looks like they're not all together, so... That's alright, though. There's one over here. Gonna just loot all this stuff, cause...
I love not having
why
to
not?
hide our true nature any longer.
I'm working as fast as I can, you blood-sucking bastards! Hircine's claws. I thought I'd be digging forever. Thanks.
You're welcome. Now, run along, I guess. Huh. I want to say it's my weapon that's causing that little stone effect. Really
You don't smell like a
debating
great host. Run before they catch you too.
what I want my next mini-series to be after this. Because I know I don't really want to do another full series, not while I'm still doing Skyrim. But I
You
would
set
like
me
to do
free.
another
I owe
mini-series
you
after
one.
this. The question is, what? Let's see.
Damn vampires. Working us like dogs.
Well, that's sort of funny, but not really.
Finally. Thank you, stranger.
You're welcome. Enjoy your freedom. Let's go talk to Edyar, who managed to catch up to us. Oh, that's a...
We should not linger, Edyar. The Grey Host could find us at any moment.
Head to the surface. I need to fulfill my end of our bargain. You actually did it. You freed my pack. Now it's my turn. If Exarch Zingalis took Fennorian, and I'm pretty sure he did, you'll find them both in the ruined Dwarven Tower. It's difficult to get inside if you're not a vampire, but I know a way.
Interesting. Tell me how to get into the ruined Dwarven Tower.
Like I said, Zingalis' helper made a mistake. Forgot to fasten my chains after one of my tortures. I slipped away, crawled along some pipes, and fell into a chamber with one of those dwarven lifts. There was also a door, the one behind me.
And that door will get us to whatever Exarch Singalis is holding Fen.
It'll get you close. There's a big door that leads into Zingalis' lair, but it's sealed. You need to figure out the dwarven mechanism to open it. Then make your way to the experimentation chamber. That's probably where he's keeping Fennorian.
And also, wherever is what I meant to say. Alright, Edyar. Thank you for your help.
The door's over here. Hurry, before they spot us.
Well, I mean, there's already a big guy over there looking at us, so that's kind of out of the... They already know. Like, let's be honest here. Well, this Exarch Singalis sounds pretty twisted. Goodbye, my
Definitely
werewolf
dwarven.
friends.
Watch out for traps.
Sure, I will do just
That
that.
must be the door Edyar mentioned. Sealed tight. No lock. Not even a handle. I don't suppose the werewolf told you how to open it, did he?
So... puzzles. I do love puzzles.
The gear started moving. You must be doing something right.
I'm hoping that's right. I mean, that one looks fine. Let's... I really love puzzles. Because I'm really not too sure if it's supposed to be the first one or any of these other ones. But seeing as that's the only one that's different... But they're not meant to repeat though. And that one's on that one.
Something turned on. Keep going.
Okay, well... I guess if the gears are moving, that's the right one. Okay, so that one's on. I guess I could just spin them until the gears turn on, but you know. Okay, oh no, that one's gears turned off. Boy. Okay, well, it's not going to be that simple then.
That sounded promising. Let's try the door.
Okay, well, I guess it was that simple. I don't know. What I do know is I'm horrible at puzzles, so...
This chamber's been used recently. Let's look around.
Well, obviously, there's some vampires in here, Lyris. Oh, and I gotta level up. Awesome. I'll just keep bumping up stamina. Definitely want to get Cleave, because I would like to get Brawler at some point. I'm going to substitute that with Cleave.
Don't let the Pentarchs catch you feeding on the prisoners.
Go with Forceful. Check out these notes after I... Apparently I already know that recipe, but okay.
That's an ugly plant. Must be the nether root mentioned in the note.
Well, clearly.
When the Exarchs rise, the Grey Host will be unstoppable.
Why does everything connected to vampires involve blood?
I mean, that's kind of their shtick, you know? What would a vampire be without blood?
Oh,
Sorry, Lyris, I didn't mean to talk to you. Lycanthropic immunity. Interesting.
that was Fen. We need to keep moving.
No, that kind of sounded like he was in there. Alright. Time to
He
just...
fights against its nature, Rada al-Saran. A weaker breed.
No, Singalis. Just the deceived son of an estranged brother, forced to deny his nature.
Gotta love when that
Smell.
happens.
It's overpowering. We need to shut down those machines. That's poison. Why are they spraying it on those plants?
Well,
More of that nether root. Turn off those sprayers or we'll never get across this chamber. right track. No, not that. Try something else. I think you figured it out.
Well, barely. As I've said, Lyris, I am not the
The
best
mist
at
from that
this.
sprayer changed. Keep going. No, not that valve. That did something.
Let's see. And now I could turn off the other one. Or not.
The mist from that sprayer changed. Keep going. That did something. You did it. Now we can cross the chamber. Sure as bones, that stone husk is moving.
Awesome. We're probably gonna have to fight one of those big werewolves. Alright. Ready as ever. Not really, but the story tells me I'm ready, so. Oh, no, we're just gonna fight the husk. Thank you, Lyris, for finally joining me. Okay. Please stay motionless.
No! No! Why are you doing this to me?
Well, he's here somewhere. But yeah, I gotta love when vampires just... Well, I mean, any sort of, like, fantasy race that is like, oh yeah, this other version of us is, like, the lesser of us. And I don't think it's the first time it's happened in ESO. If I'm not wrong, I think it was the Malmer, the Sea Elves, called the, High Elves, the Altmer, inferior compared to themselves. Now you got vampires calling other vampires that don't feed on humans, I'm thinking lesser or inferior.
We have what we need. Truly understand the power of the Grey Host.
I don't know if we're gonna get to Fennorian on time. Which kind of makes me sad, but I guess we will see. Oh, Fennorian, please be okay.
Not be recruited to our noble cause.
The machine will finish him momentarily, my lord.
Finish your work here, Singalis, then join me in the keep. You must bear witness when we make our move.
Of course, Rada al-Saran. I am eager to see the power of our ultimate Harrow Storm.
Oh, no.
New test subjects. Just in time. This one is about
Hang on, Fen! Come on, let's make Singalis pay.
I am all for that.
You cannot stop the Grey Host. There's an art to pacifying unquote. I cannot wait to cut open your skull.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But you can try, though.
It's
You
too late.
failed, sorry.
Fenn's delirious. See if you can free him.
Well, I surely hope
Go.
so.
Warn Solitude.
Fennorian, please be alright. Please don't be
You
all
should have left me.
cracked out.
Go
Okay, well,
warn
you're fine.
Solitude.
We'll all go. Tell me what you heard.
Exarch Singalis and Rada al-Saran talked freely while they tortured me. They're planning some sort of assault on Solitude. A massive hero storm.
You're hurt. How can I help you?
I need blood. But I won't drink from an unwilling person. In this state, even with a willing participant, I don't trust my restraint. If I only had my flask.
Speaking of, here's your flask. I found it in your lodgings in Dust Town.
My flask. Thank you, my friend. Rada al-Saran is the one they call the Ashen Lord, leader of the Grey Host. He and Singalis often went into the nearby sanctum to talk. I heard a few words. Map. Plan. But I couldn't make out the rest.
Then we should search Singalis' sanctum.
Yes. Yes. Once I take a long drink from my flask, I'll join you.
Very well, then. Please recover, Fennorian. And I will look into Singalis and whatever plans him and I think it was Rada al-Saran have planned.
Take your time. You've been through a lot.
They did whatever they wanted. I couldn't stop them. Exarch Singalis was insane. But he was also a genius. If he kept records, they'll be in here.
I see a map and some papers. Hey, partner, take a look.
Let's see. So, markings for their locations.
So, partner, what did you find?
Well, nothing good.
We set out to find Fenn and bring him back to Solitude. Along the way, we learned more about our true enemy, killed one of their leaders, and acquired some valuable intelligence. That's a victory in my book.
Anything else we need to do here?
Not that I can think of. I'll make sure that Fenn makes it to the Blue Palace. We'll meet you there. And don't forget that map and communique.
Bringing Fenn to Solitude? What? Alright, I will see you both at the Blue Palace, I assume.
Come on, Fenn. Princess Vana herself requested your presence at the Blue Palace.
I don't believe I'm very good company right now.
Come on, Fenn. We'll help you through this.
Poor Fenn. Alright. Now just to take the lift out of here. And then it's back to Solitude. You know, I'm just very curious to see if that tower in Solitude near Castle Dower is gonna play into all this. Just 'cause That tower clearly doesn't exist in Skyrim. Well, the game Skyrim. And so I'm kind of just wondering if that's gonna be one of the focal points for the attack on Solitude. But I could be looking into that a little bit too much. It's just a thought I had in my head. I actually might go take a look at that tower now that I'm thinking about it. Because I've never actually fully looked at how different Castle Dower looks compared to the game Skyrim's version. Which it mostly looks the same. I believe this is a part of it. But this I don't think it is. But I could be wrong. I guess we will just have to wait and see for that one.
It's true. The Reach attacked Morthal. The Jarl's soldiers put a stop to it, as I understand it.
And me, I helped. But, you
What do
know,
you want?
I will remain the unsung hero, but that's fine. Let's see what Savannah has to say. And Svargrim is clearly still in his room or something.
You are welcome here, Fennorian of House Ravenwatch.
I don't know what to say.
You're back! Lyris was just making introductions and was about to give her report. Why don't you tell me what happened?
Alrighty then.
By all the Mead and Sovngarde, it's good to see you and the others. Your vampire scholar seems out of sorts, but I'm glad to make his acquaintance. Lyris tells me you ran into a bit of trouble. Care to explain?
Fenn was captured and we killed a vampire leader. We also recovered a map and documents.
And I can't wait to hear all the details. In the meantime, let's take a look at what you found and try to devise a plan. Lyris didn't say much, but she indicated that time is short. Here, take this. You deserve a lot more, but it's all I can spare.
Oh, we get a little combat pet. That's cool.
The information you brought back from Blackreach might give us a fighting chance. Let's put our heads together and figure out how to use what you learned. My father be damned.
We killed Singalis and brought back a map and a communique. The enemy calls itself the Grey Host.
The Grey Host? Where have I heard that name? Meanwhile, my father rounded up the Herald and moved his soldiers to the outer walls. Then he ordered the quartermaster to stockpile Castle Dower. He's preparing Solitude to withstand a long siege.
And you don't agree with that approach?
That might work against a mob of Reachmen, but thick walls can't stop a Herostorm. Any war we try to wage will be over before it starts if we don't find a way to stop them. Fenn knows more about the storms than anyone. See what he suggests.
I'll talk to Fenn about countering the Herostorms.
Talk to Fenn. If he has any bright ideas, I'd love to hear them. Magister Fridelia has been studying the Ice Reach Coven medallion, but she hasn't had a lot of success. She seems even less confident about reproducing their protective enchantment now.
Did Magister Fidelia learn anything that might help us?
She identified necromantic components as part of the enchantment, as well as reach rituals. But she isn't an expert on either type of magic. Frankly, I think she's exhausted the scope of her knowledge.
Well, you know, I think we might know someone that might be willing to look at those. But anyways, were you able to accomplish anything while we were rescuing Fenn?
You mean other than hounding my father and serving as go-between for the Jarl of Morthal and the Magister of Carthald? I wrangled promises out of my father and showed our allies that someone in Solitude still cares.
What kind of promises?
I got High King Svargrim to promise to dispatch soldiers to reinforce Morthal's defenses and send aid to Carthwatch. It's a start, but he hasn't actually issued the orders yet. I need to follow up with him after we're finished.
So the High King has finally acknowledged the threat to his kingdom.
Sort of. He admits he might have been wrong about the Ice Reach Coven, as far as that goes. But he still glares daggers whenever anyone mentions you or Lyris. So let's not bring up Fenn, alright?
Alright then. Let's see.
It's all right. I'm ready to help.
Alright.
I know what you need me to do. Put my experience behind me. Focus on the mission, just like Verandis taught me. Could you show me the research you recovered from Exarch Singalis' laboratory?
I found notes on werewolves and netherroot, and a potion made from netherroot and other ingredients.
These notes prove my theory. Netherroot is the key component of the Harrowstorm ritual. It's like a poison for the soul. Weakens the bonds to the body so it can be pulled free. They're harvesting life energy from anyone caught in the storms.
Why would they want to harvest life energy?
I'm guessing, but it may have something to do with those stone husks we saw. Remember how the werewolf emerged from one? And look at the mixture you retrieved. It isn't like the residue we recovered from the witch pike. It's more concentrated.
Could that be what they're going to use to make the Harrowstorms stronger?
It's certainly what Singalis' notes imply. Despite how it looks, a plan is formulating in my mind. I think I can create an elixir, but I'll need more of this refined netherroot brew. And we need to solve the mystery of the Coven medallions.
Alright. Anyone have any idea where we're going to find this stuff?
I know what you need me to do. Put my experience behind me. Focus on the mission, just like Verandis taught me. Could you show me the...
Okay, well... Let's see...
See those marks? Grey host sites that correspond to the communique we found.
Oh, I am just in everyone's way.
I know a commander's map when I see one. Each of those marks matches a location mentioned in the communique from Rada al-Saran, the leader of the Grey Host. I can already see where we need to go.
Where do you think we should look?
That mark on the northwest coast, that's an Ice Reach Coven camp. The communique mentioned needing more medallions. Odds are, they come from there. And here, a Midland camp between Dragonbridge and Morthal. It's a staging ground for the Harrowstorms.
And that's where we can find the refined netherroot brew.
More than likely. Those two locations should provide what Fenn needs to finish his elixir. We can't bet everything on that, though. The communique mentions a warlord's camp in Blackreach. Maybe we can learn more about their ultimate plan there.
3 camps. That's a lot of ground to cover.
Svanna, Fenn, and I will divvy up the camps and scout ahead. Fenn should investigate the coastal camp. I'll take the Midlands camp. That leaves Svanna with Blackreach. Meet up with each of us when you're ready. Then we'll hit each camp in turn.
What should we expect to find at these Grey Host camps?
We don't have a lot of solid details, just what we've pieced together from the Grey Host's notes and communique. But I'll answer your questions the best I can. Which camp did you want to ask about?
What do you know about the Midlands camp?
The Grey Host isn't just hiding in Blackreach now. They're mounting an invasion, and this appears to be their primary staging ground. I expect they're stockpiling witch pikes, grey reliquaries, and other supplies here, including the refined brew.
Tell me about the coastal camp.
From what I can tell, the camp on the northwest coast is where the Coven first made landfall from Ice Reach. It's as close to a home base as they've got. They've established themselves there, so I'd expect it to be well defended, if not fortified.
Why do you think this is where they're making their medallions?
The communique mentioned orders to produce more of those medallions, probably to keep pace with the increase in Harrowstorms. I can't guarantee this is the coastal camp where the orders were sent, but it's the only one on the map.
I want to know about the camp in Blackreach.
That's the one we know the least about. But it's where a lot of the Grey Host's warlords are gathering, at least according to the communique. It's the best place I can think of where we can get a look at those orders the Ashen Lord mentioned.
Alright, well, we have our target. And with that, I'm going to call the video here. Thank you all for watching, and stick around for more of this Let's Play series. I hope you all have a good day and or night, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.